Hey, my name is Emily Ulsh, and if you didn't know that already, now you know. Today I kind of felt like doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you guys my experience the first time I went to a strip club. Yes, that's very exciting, I know. I either was about to turn 19 or I just turned 19 at the time when I went. And it wasn't like a planned like girls' night out or anything. It was very, very spur of the moment. So you're probably asking yourself, okay, if you didn't plan it and if you didn't go with any girlfriends, how did you end up at the strip club? Well, I will tell you. So I was friends with a person who wanted to go get their nipple pierced. And just one nipple, not both, just one. And it was a guy, it wasn't a girl. And he wanted to get his nipple pierced in downtown Portland. For some reason, he had a specific place that he wanted to go to. And he wanted to go to downtown Portland. I live in Portland, so you didn't know that either. So I was with him and then my best friend, and then there was me. And so we went with him just to kind of like experience the whole thing, to go get his nipple pierced. And right next door happened to be a strip club, and it's one of the most well-known strip clubs in the downtown area. And I was telling them, oh, I've heard about this place. Let's go inside. Let's go check it out. And like none of us have ever been to a strip club before, and we were old enough, like we knew that. So why not? Why not? Just a couple of kiddos hanging out on a Friday night, just looking for a good strip joint to hang out at. Anyways, so they both agree. They're like, yeah, sure, why not? And so we show up, and when you first walk in, there's like an upstairs that you have to go up. The stairs, that's how you get upstairs, is you go up or down. Wow. So when you first walk in, there's like a staircase that you have to walk up, and there's like a desk or a bouncer, I can't quite remember, but you have to pay to get in, which I didn't know. But I guess they were having a special or something, like I don't even know, but I didn't have to pay to get in because I am a female. But they had to pay a $10 fee or something, and so we could get inside. And so we're walking in there, and it's like kind of dark. There's like, you know, a disco ball and some lights or something. Really, really loud music. I would have to say there was more like dancers than there was like people and customers. And maybe it was because of the fact that they didn't sell alcohol, because if it's an 18 plus club, like you're not allowed to sell alcohol. There wasn't a lot of seating to pick from. It was mostly just like couches, like around the area, all around the stage. And the stage was like a square, and there was just either one pole there or like a couple. I can't really remember. I mean, I haven't gone back since, so anyways, we go and sit down, and we're just kind of like, whoa, this is crazy. And my first impression of like the dancers and the girls walking around was, wow, they're not wearing a lot of clothes. And then also, they're not that bad looking. I mean, they weren't like Victoria's Secret models or anything, but they were like, I thought they were kind of pretty. Maybe that's just like my female intellect like coming out, and like the jealousy and like the envy and all of that. I don't know. No, but I thought they were like pretty good looking. Like they were pretty. Like they weren't like, oh my god, she's freaking gorgeous, but like they were like, yeah, like she's cute, you know? And they're just walking around, and they're like bras and underwear and whatever, high heels, of course. And I was like, all right, that's whatever, you know? And so we go and sit down, and we watch a couple dances. The first dance that we watched was this Asian lady. And another thing that I noticed with these women is like they must have to have a lot of balance and skill and strength to be doing all these dances that they're doing. Like, I wasn't expecting them to like climb all the way at the top of the bar with just like their thighs or something. Like, that's insane. Like, kudos to them. Like, that must be very hard. Anyways, that's that's one reason why I would never become a stripper, is because I have no sense of balance whatsoever. I feel like if I was up there, I would just like start sweating and just dry heaving and just like not be sexy at all. We're sitting there, you know, watching all these dances and stuff, and after the first like 2 or 3 dances, one of the dancers come up to my best friend and I. My best friend's like sitting next to me to my right the whole time. She comes up to us and she's like,
"Hey, just to let you guys know, I don't know if you've ever been here before, but you have to pay $1 for every dance that you watch."
And so we were just like, oh, okay, like I didn't know this, like we've never been here before. So then, one of my guy friends, goes to the ATM, he pulls out maybe like $20 or $30 worth of ones, and he hands us a couple wads of ones. And he's like, here you go. Here, you can pay the dancers. And I was like, all right, cool. For about like 20 or 30 minutes, we're sitting at these couches and just listening to the freaking loud music, just watching these dancers, you know. And we're giving out like some ones and stuff. And the whole time, it was so funny. I was the only female in that club, so I just feel like they were utilizing the shit out of me, just getting as much tips as they could, because like, oh, you know, it's really hot when there's like girl on girl action, and guys are into that for some reason. And so the dancers were like mostly coming up to me and like touching my body and just like feeling me up and like getting really close to my face, and like, I mean, the club wasn't super full for some reason. It was kind of slow, but there was like a few other like older men like sitting around in that room like watching the dancers, and they were all just like staring at us, watching the girl like go at it on me, and and of course, like, she got tips every time she did that. Like, she got a lot more tips. And have it be known, I wasn't really dressed for the occasion either. I definitely didn't look like I was planning on going out and like going to a strip club, especially. I was wearing like jeans and a t-shirt and like a zip-up hoodie and some moccasins, and my hair wasn't even done. I don't even think I was wearing any makeup. It was just really funny because my friends would put out ones like on their knees, and I would put out like $1 too. So my friends were obviously sitting next to me, and they would just automatically, like, they would take the money from them, and then they would like make eye contact with me and just go straight to me and just go dancing on me. And it was just, my friends were getting so mad, and they were just like, oh, can you, like, I gave her the money, why is she going to you? One of the dancers like puts $1 in my cleavage and then like fishes it out with her teeth, and like she starts like, you know, rubbing her nose on my neck, and then she like put her breasts in my face, and I was just like, oh my gosh. There was also a point in time at the night where like none of the girls had completely stripped down naked yet, until like my friend and I were like turned to each other like talking for a majority of this one girl's dance, and then we finally like look up at the stage, and she's not wearing anything but high heels, and we're like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy. Also, later on, there was a girl dancing, and she was like sitting on her knees, and she looks at me and she's talking to me from the stage, and you know, we're not that far away from each other. She looks at me and she's like, hey, and I was like, what's up? And she's like, can I dance on you? And I was like, sure. And then she gestures me to like come towards her and like come lay on the stage. She's like patting the stage, and she's like, all right, come here. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, just come lay down right here. And I was like, okay. So I literally lay down on the stage, and everyone was watching me. My friends were watching me. Some strangers I don't even know that were like older men, and they're probably 30s or 40s, were watching me. And this girl gets on top of me, and she's straddling me, and then she starts like rubbing her hands up and down. She's like squeezing my boobs, and she's like running her face up and down my chest, and then like my shirt starts going up, and it shows like part of my stomach, and then she like bites the inside of my thighs, and I was just like, I was so what is in my mouth? I was so confused on my sexual orientation for a second. And yeah, I was like, holy crap, like this is probably the most action I've ever gotten in like the past month. And also another thing that I noticed when I was there was every time like the dancers got close to me or could like obviously smell my perfume or something, they were always complimenting it. Like they were like, oh my god, you smell really good. I'm like, thanks. Like we would have like a girl moment for a second, like, you know, she's there doing her job and she's like trying to get tips and arousing men and all that, and then she comes up to me, or they come up to me and they're like, oh my god, you smell really good. Where'd you get that? Like, I don't know. So then after all of that, we were probably there at the strip club for a total of like maybe an hour. And so after that, my friend offers to pay for a lap dance for me. And I was like, sure, why not? I'm not paying for it. He pays to get this lap dance for me, and he asked me what girl I want to dance on me. So it's basically like, it's literally like you're at Toys R Us and you're picking out what toy you want to buy. And, I mean, that's kind of shady to say. I probably shouldn't say that because these are like real people. I tell him, oh, well, the dancer that was performing as we came in was very attractive. I would like her to dance on me. And she was doing like a duo dance. Like there was her and some other girl. And so basically what he did was he paid them to dance on both of us. Not at the same time, but like we were sitting farther away from each other as it was happening. So basically like you pay for a whole lap dance. I think it was like $25 per person, but you get one song. So it's for a full song that they dance on you, and then basically they like rotated like a couple of times because he wanted both of them to dance on him, so he paid like $25 each, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, so I sat there, and this girl had like, she was very pretty. She had tattoos all over her, and I think she had like those diamond piercings right there or something, like I can't even remember, but she was topless and she danced on me. I could definitely see what it's like from a guy's point of view if I was having sex with a girl. Like she was just like sitting on me, and she was, you know, like touch my body, put me on the floor, twist me around, you know, obviously a lot more sensual and better than that, but she was just telling me how gorgeous I was and how cute and how good I smell and all that, and just like I was like, oh, this is such an interesting experience. Like, oh. So what are my final thoughts? You're probably wondering. I definitely have a different point of view on strippers. It's their job. They have to make money somehow. So I don't judge them. I don't really care what you do. If you're a stripper, like, good for you. You're making good money, and I'm sure it takes a lot of work to do the dances that you do. Men are pigs. That's also one thing that I've taken away from this. I don't know. Would I ever go again? I would probably go like maybe one more time and then I'm good, but I would like to go to like a male strip club because I'm not gay. I like men, so I think that would be fantastic to go to. I have yet the opportunity to go and do that, so yeah. So that's the end of my video. I hope it was entertaining somehow, and also thanks for watching the whole thing. I know it's probably like kind of boring, but whatever. I just want to say thank you to you guys really quick for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. That's freaking amazing. You probably would have known that if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, which I'll leave the links down below. It's just Emily Ulsh. It's the same for everything. I'm doing a live Periscope thing as I'm filming this, and I do that sometimes on Periscope. So if you ever feel like watching me film a video, uncut, unscripted, unfiltered, unedited, like everything, go ahead and follow me on Periscope. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video whenever that will be.